Everyone's ready? I'll begin.
A state of mind.
I'll begin with question 1. It's a very fun question. Let's start. This quantity equals 1 over the square root of the product of vacuum permittivity and vacuum permeability. In SI units, this quantity equals the ratio of the magnitudes of the electric and magnetic fields. In special relativity, E equals m times what?
Speed of light.
Yes. This bonus is so bad. A version of this food known as Benedict is made with hollandaise sauce and English muffin. Name this food that may be hard-boiled or fried.
Eggs.
That's correct. This Russian jeweler made Easter eggs out of precious metals in the late 19th and 20th centuries. His Napoleonic egg commemorates the Battle of Borodino.
Those eggs, what's designated?
I need the answer?
No. Defer.
Answer? Grudgingly accepted as Fabergé.
What?
Fabergé.
Darn
She tried. This was no. She was not.
it.
This Belgian surrealist made a painting of an egg in a cage called Elective Affinities. Need an answer?
Smith.
No. The answer is Magritte. Toss-up number 2. To abate the spread of this conflict, George F. Kennan proposed a policy of containment. Its antagonist alliance were the Warsaw Pact and NATO, and it ended with the fall of the Iron Curtain in 1991. Name this war with no direct...
Cold War.
Yes, for 10. Toss-up number bonus for you guys. Answer the following about the 1947 partition of India. The partition split British India into the Union of India and the Dominion of this modern-day country, which then included what is today Bangladesh. Need an answer?
Tibet.
No.
No answer.
Pakistan.
Oh,
This father of Elizabeth II was the British king when the partition occurred. I need an answer? No.
Charles III.
No, George VI. India and Pakistan have a territorial dispute over Jammu and this northern region along a boundary called the Line of Control.
Island.
No, that's not it.
North India territory.
No, Kashmir. Toss-up number 3. I like this question too. A speed die was added to recent versions of this game, including the Mega.
Monopoly.
Yes, Power. Great one. I like this question too. This boy eats enchanted Turkish delight given to him by the White Witch. Name the younger brother of Peter Penvisi. Yes. No. Wrong.
Defer. John.
No. Edmund.
Oh, I thought it was him.
The lion Aslan sacrifices himself to redeem Edmund in this author's novel, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
C.S. Lewis.
Oh, you're wrong. You're right. You guys are good chance.
I was like,
You guys know that CS stands for Clive Staples? The guy's mom named him Clive Staples.
That's sad.
Edmund makes a state visit to the country of Calorman in this C.S. Lewis novel, which centers on Shasta's journey with the equine breed.
Prince Caspian.
No. Answer.
Defer. The Adventures of Narnia.
No, the horse and his boy. I like that.
Nothing. You just.
Toss-up number 4. One author born in this nation depicted Professor David Lurie's downfall in the novel Disgrace. This homeland of J.M. Coetzee.
South Africa.
Yes, Power. Bonus for you guys. Answer these questions about people with the surname Lang. Andrew Lang is known for his colorful books collecting what kinds of stories, which were also compiled by the brothers Grimm. I need an answer?
Fairy tale.
Yes. The mathematician Serge Lang is known for work in number theory, which studies what set of numbers often denoted with a z. Answer, please.
Irrational.
No.
Didn't realize it.
Yes, interesting. Film director Fritz Lang created what 1931 film named for a letter which centers on a child murderer portrayed by Peter Lorre? Answer?
The Firm.
Phantom of Reggie.
No.
No, just
M.
and.
Toss-up numero 5. To the east of this city is Flat Top Mountain, which is a popular climbing destination. This city at the head of the Cook Inlet, which lies near the Chugach Mountains, was devastated by a magnitude 9.2 earthquake in 1964. Named as the most populous city in Alaska. Go ahead.
Anchorage.
Correct, for 10. Your bonus. Give the following about Morrison Waite's time as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Waite presided over Minor v. Caperson, which ruled that the Constitution did not grant women the right to vote. This constitutional amendment later granted women that right.
19.
Correct. Waite also presided over U.S. v. Harris, a case sometimes named for this organization that was also targeted by the Enforcement Acts of 1870 and 1871. Answer, please.
NAACP.
No, the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, I knew that.
I noticed that.
Waite upheld the patents of this inventor of the telephone.
Bell.
Yeah, that was a bonus. 20 on the Toss-up number 6. This author portrayed the revolutionary Holden's betrayal by Razumov in his novel Under Western Eyes. In a novella by this author, an agent of the company dies after crying, "The horror, the horror." What author wrote about Marlowe's search for... Go ahead.
Conrad.
Yes. One of this man's suites commemorates the birth of Ludwig Holberg. Name this composer whose incidental music to Peer Gynt contains In the Hall of the Mountain King.
Edvard Grieg.
Yes. A timpani roll opens Grieg's concerto in A minor for this instrument. Most forms of this instrument have a range of about 7.5 octaves.
Piano.
Yes. Grieg's other works include a collection of 66 piano pieces, described by this adjective, that includes Wedding Day at Trollhagen and Remembrances. He collected some in a suite of the same name.
Remembrance.
No. Lyric pieces. Toss-up 7. In this country in 2012, Theodorus II succeeded Shenouda III as the pope of its dominant form of Christianity, the Coptic Church. Akhenaten established a monotheistic religion in an ancient kingdom in what modern day? Go ahead. Yes. That was not fine. For you guys. Math.
Okay.
What is the maximum number of points? What is the maximum number of points of intersection of these pairs of two-dimensional shapes? A ray and a circle.
2.
Yes. Two triangles.
4.
No.
It doesn't matter.
6.
No. Infinity. They could be on top of each other.
Oh,
They're the
okay.
same number.
Yeah.
What do I want? Oh, a rightward opening parabola and an upward opening parabola.
4.
Yes. Toss-up number 8. A poem named for this number opens by describing 20 snowy mountains and depicts different ways Wallace Stevens looked at a blackbird. This is also the number of people present in Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper. Triskaideka...
12. 13.
No. Triskaidekaphobia is the fear of what unlucky number?
13.
Yes. Bonus. Medieval literature drew heavily on the so-called Matter of France. The Matter of France was a body of stories and traditions that often concerned this Frankish emperor, who was known by a Latinate name meaning Charles the Great.
Charlemagne.
Yes. One of the major works to draw on the matter of France was this 11th century epic, which is named after a knight who dies when Charlemagne's rear guard is ambushed in a mountain pass.
Song of Roland.
Yes. The ambush that kills Roland occurs in this mountain range that separates France from Spain. Answer please?
30.
Yes, 30. This process may create namesake bombs, which have a diameter greater than 66 millimeters. Other types of tephra produced during it include the smaller lapilli and the fine-grained ash. Extinct mountains no longer undergo what process that may eject lava? Go ahead.
Eruption.
Your bonus. Answer the following about Magna Graecia. Just kidding, I don't even get that one. Your bonus. Name these deities depicted in statues. Antonio Canova depicted Pauline Bonaparte as this goddess. An earlier sculpture of this love goddess shows her missing parts of her arms and was discovered on the island of Melos.
Aphrodite.
Yes. A headless statue of this goddess found in Samothrace stand in a stairwell in the Louvre Museum.
Weird.
Answer? No.
Defer.
No, that's too slow. And answer 19.
Oh,
Phidias created a statue for this god. Phidias created a statue of this god for a temple at Olympia that was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
Zeus.
Yeah. Toss up 10, last of the half. In 1889, a red, orange, and blue border was added to this painting. A man wearing an orange jacket plays a trumpet in this painting, which also shows a woman holding a black umbrella and a monkey on a leash. Named
A stroll in the park.
No. Name this pointillist painting by Georges Seurat.
Sunday afternoon on the island of La Grande Jatte.
Yes. Sunday afternoon. Toss up you bonus round for you guys. Name these rock bands whose members cut their hair later in their careers. This band's members, Lars Ulrich and James Hetfield, trimmed their locks before the release of their album Load, which featured a softer sound than earlier hits like Enter Sandman and Master of Puppets.
Metallica.
Yes. This New Jersey band's namesake singer, John, who sang Living on a Prayer, abandoned his hair metal look for later hits like It's My Life.
John Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Is Bon Jovi's not singing? I should not take that point to this, but it does something.
It's
John Bon Jovi is a certain person, Bon Jovi is the band.
Yeah, Bon Jovi. Okay,
Yeah, the band is Bon Jovi.
I can't take that, I'm sorry. Jerry Cantrell, the guitarist for this grunge band behind Rooster and Check My Brain, also shed his long hair in 2013. This band's original vocalist, Lane Staley, died in 2002.
Alice in Chains.
Yes. 28 times, that's the half. Hooray!
Okay, I believe the score right now is Grayson has 185 and Blazer has 115.
Alright, so before I continue,
Oh yeah, no question.
before I continue into the last half of my reading, any comments or concerns about my moderating at all?
I have a substitution now.
That's good. I like fast and fun is good.
That's what I'm gonna
Thank you,
do.
wonderful. Another substitution.
But good job.
Substitutions are fine. Feel free to talk
Alright,
about
Okay, I thought you said that you wanted to make a comment. But this is fast
Is
and
everyone
fun.
ready to begin?
Wait a minute, did I just?
Round
Yeah.
10, half 2. After this, you are free to go home.
No.
There are no worksheets. Because someone, not me, leaked the worksheets, and now they're ruined.
What were they? Like what letter was it?
I only wrote I wrote the worksheet. No.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z?
Yes.
You sir.
Thank you, sir.
I don't watch that show at all.
Oh, good.
Also 11. In one work by this author, a spurned clerk named Absalom burns Nicholas's rear end with a hot poker. Another work, go ahead,
Chaucer?
or power. Your bonus. Answer the following about cities named Bangor. A city named Bangor that is known as the Queen City of the East is the most populous in this northeastern state.
Maine?
Yes. Another Bangor is in this state's Lehigh Valley. It is near such cities as Allentown and Easton. Answer, please.
Alabama?
No.
Kansas.
Pennsylvania. The New York town of North Bangor is on this body of water, a seaway that connects the Atlantic Ocean with the Great Lakes. Answer, please.
Lake Erie?
No.
Chesapeake.
St. Lawrence. Also number 12. In 2015, 4 of this country's opposition parties, including Potawatomi and Pasok, claimed the July 5th referendum of the Eurogroup's terms for a third bailout was unconstitutional. Name
Greece.
out of power.
Sorry.
This organelle is responsible for the light-dependent and light-independent reactions in plants. Name these sites where energy from the sun is used to drive photosynthesis. A pigment in these organelles helps give leaves their green color.
Chloroplast.
Yes. An early step in photosynthesis is the oxidation of this molecule using solar energy. This molecule and carbon dioxide are consumed in photosynthesis. Need an answer?
Water.
Yes. The oxidation of water and evolution of oxygen occur in the second of these protein complexes in the thylakoid membrane.
Photosynthesis.
Yes. Or water, plastic, ion, oxidoreductase, if you want to be cool.
What?
Unless you call it, if you want to be cool.
I want to be cool.
Everybody agrees, right? Yes. Good. Toss-up 13. This scientist's treatise, Phaseus, contains a parapegma, a predecessor to the almanac. This man's major work builds on Apollonius of Perga's theory of epicycles and his colleague Almagest. Named Alexandrian astronomer who presented the geocentric model. Go ahead.
Ptolemy?
Yes. Your bonus. In 1836, the first wagon train left Independence, Missouri along this old fur trapping route that led to the Pacific Northwest. Named this route later followed by 400,000 settlers.
Oregon Trail?
Yes. Most settlers use wagons pulled by these beasts of burden. Answer please, yes. There were several starting points for the route, but most converged near Fort Kearny along the banks of this wide, slow, and shallow river. Answer? Sorry.
It doesn't make well.
Lawrence?
Science.
What?
Platte.
You died of dysentery.
Toss-up 14. Excuse me. In a story by this writer, the corpse of Homer Baird is discovered next to a strand of the title character's hair. This author of A Rose for Emily wrote a novel in which multiple narrators journey to bury Addie Bundren. Named this Mississippian author of As I Lay.
Faulkner.
Yes. At the start of this novel, the tall soldier Jim Conklin argues that a loud private about whether a battle will take place. Name the Civil War novel in which the youth wonders how he will behave under fire.
Red Badge of Courage.
Yes. This author, who was born 6 years after the end of the Civil War, faces the Red Badge of Courage on veterans' accounts.
Stephen Crane.
Yes. The youth is this protagonist of the Red Badge of Courage, who is praised as a Jim Hickey after he carries a flag during battle.
Hank Morgan.
No. Henry Fleming. Toss up 15. Port Said is at the northern end of this structure, which runs through the Great Bitter Lake. It was built by a group led by Ferdinand de Lesseps and eliminated a journey passing around the Cape of Good Hope. Name this canal connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea.
Suez Canal.
Yes. The Rose Revolution occurred following disputed 2003 elections in this nation. Name this nation whose capital is Tbilisi. Answer.
Defer. 7.
Islamic.
Sudan.
Georgia. Georgia is in this mountain range. 18th century scientist Johann Blumenbach used his name as a racial designation for Europeans. Need an answer?
Carpathian.
No.
And very low.
No. White people are called Caucasians. These are the Caucasus Mountains. I've already done this one. Okay, I love this toss-up, so ready for me. This figure once collected all of the world's wisdom in a pot, but when it broke, a little wisdom was given to everyone. This son of Nyami once retrieved a python, a leopard, and some tortoise to be made the god of stories. Name this trickster spider from African folk.
A Nazi.
Yes. Sports. Answer the following by the National League Central Division in 2015. The Cubs had their first finish above 500 during the tenure of General Manager Theo Epstein, who was brought in from this formerly cursed AL East franchise to end the Cubs' own curse of the Billy Goat. Those are
Orioles.
No,
Yankees.
no, Boston Red Sox. The first team to clinch a postseason spot in the division was this Missouri-based franchise, who won the World Series in 2011 and lost in 2013.
Cardinals.
Yes. The World Series takes place every year, or is it every other year?
What, World Series?
I do not know.
World Series every year.
Every year, all right.
Every year. Oh.
According to Fangraphs WAR statistic, the most valuable player in the division was the Cincinnati Reds first baseman.
Smith.
No.
Bought it.
Otto's correct.
I had no idea.
All right. By atomic mass, this element was the second one on Dmitry Mendeleev's periodic table. It is using computer batteries because, yes, how? You are awarded with more science. The Georgy Glashow motto suggests that these particles have a half-life of 10 to the 36th years. Name these particles found in atomic nuclei that must decay for grand unification theories to hold, but whose decay has not been experimentally verified.
Alpha.
No.
Beta.
No, just a proton.
That's just a proton.
The commonly observed beta plus decay occurs when a proton in the nucleus decays into a neutron and releases an electron neutrino and this antimatter counterpart of an electron.
I did it.
Yes.
Is it just a
This fundamental force mediates beta decay. Answer.
Equality. Strong force.
Weak force. Toss-up numero 18. The patron saint of the people who make this substance is Saint Vincent. This liquid is mixed with another substance during intinction. The doctrine of transubstantiation says that this substance becomes the blood of Christ during the Eucharist.
1.
Yeah, for 10. Guess what? More science. The 2015 Nobel Prize in Physics went to Takaki Kajita and Arthur McDonald. The prize honored their work on detectors at Kalmiodande and Sudbury that study this kind of elusive particle. You need the answer.
Neutrino.
That is correct. In particular, their work showed that flavor oscillation could explain this entity's namesake neutrino problem, in which only 1/3 of the expected number were observed.
God particle.
No,
No,
it's the sun. Flavor oscillation also resolved another long-standing question, which was whether neutrinos had a value for this property that was actually zero, or just incredibly small. It's the latter.
Mass.
Yeah. Puzzle number 19. Jesuit priest Henry Garnett was executed for his alleged role in this event. Robert Catesby was the leader of this Catholic conspiracy, and the man in charge of explosives is Guy Fawkes.
powder keg?
No. And the man in charge of the explosives is Guy Fawkes. Name this 1605 plan to assassinate King James I by blowing up.
The gunpowder plot.
Yes. This poem claims that even though wise men at their end know dark is right, old age should burn and rave at the close of day. Name this poem that urges an alien parent to rage against the dying light. Answer. No. Do not go gentle into that good night. Do not go gentle into that good night was written by this poet who described the dreams of Welsh villagers in his radio play Under Milkwood.
Thomas.
Yes. Do not go gentle into that good night is a villanelle, which means that it is made up of this many lines. Answer please.
5.
11.
14. No, actually I lied, it's 19. I read it wrong. Whatever. The last toss-up of the day. There you go. The person who answers this toss-up gets 10 billion points. A tendency to criminal behavior was once erroneously linked to having an extra copy of this chromosome.
21st.
No.
Dang.
This chromosome carries a gene that induces the early development of the testes known as SRY. For 10 points, name this sex chromosome that in humans is normally found only in males.
Y chromosome?
Yes. I lied, actually.
Aww.
You do get a bonus though.
Okay.
His troops smashed the Austrians at the Battle of Marengo. Named as general became the Emperor of France in 1804. Answer.
Jacques.
No.
I designate well.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon was born on this Mediterranean island north of Sardinia, which still belongs to France.
Corsica.
Of course it's Corsica. In 1814, Napoleon was exiled to this island off the coast of Italy. His escape led to the 100 Days in the Battle of Waterloo.
Sicily.
No. Elba. And that's the term.
And then you got 3 Elma, and then you had to be sent
So,
to
do you guys know what you're supposed to be doing after the tournament ends? You guys
Going away.
Final
about three.
score.